Welcome back on my channel, guys. This is a little bit different video. This is about how to get into sim racing in 2020 on a budget. I have a plan for you, and if you stick to my plan, you're gonna have a PC, a chair, a simulator chair, and a steering wheel for under $1,000. But one of the key things about this particular strategy and what I'm going to talk to you about today, everything is entry level. So we're not talking about high end, top of the range stuff. We're talking about getting into sim racing, enjoying our sim racing on a budget, and also having the flexibility to upgrade as we go along. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ivan. I run this channel called Banta Racing Team. It's a brand new channel. The whole purpose of the channel is to show you my experience in the sim world, coming from a go-karting background of over 15 years, stepping into sim racing for the first time in the last couple of months. So further ado, let's get straight into it. So my plan is, if we can get ourselves a next level GT Extreme chair, secondhand, a G29 wheel, and a gaming PC for $1,000 or less. Now, one thing about the strategy is time. So you do have to be patient, and you do have to do quite a bit of search. And when the right time comes and you find a good deal, you do have to act on it, and you need to have cash handy. None of these oh, hey, I'm thinking about it, can you hold it for a couple of weeks? Time is money, and when somebody's looking to sell, they really want to sell. So you got to strike while the iron's hot, and while they have that need for sell and you have that need that you want to buy. Being the buyer, you are in control of the buying cycle, and so feel confident to walk away from a deal, because as I will show you today, there are plenty of deals out there that you can buy. So one of the first things is a Logitech wheel is a great way to get started. In Australia, they retail for about $4.99 brand new, but secondhand we can get them for as low as $125 to $150. So it's a great way to get into sim racing. I do recommend having a force feedback wheel. Really, really important. You don't want to go for anything less. You don't want to go for a $50 wheel or a $70 wheel. You're wasting your time. Get a G29, and there are plenty of them available for sale in the secondhand market. So here in Australia, the website that I would recommend using is Gumtree. So we just simply go on here, type in Gumtree, and then I'm in my local area. So I'm just going to go G29 Logitech, and I will show you how I go about doing this kind of stuff. So you look around and you look at what people are selling, you look at how much they're selling them for, and you just scroll through, and I'm doing this live. This isn't, I haven't searched beforehand. Like, I really want to show you, if I had $1,000 and I needed to buy something, how would I go about it? So I'm just going to go through, I'm just going to look, I'm going to look. And then as I go through and I'm looking at what people are selling on here at the moment, we can see somebody selling for $280. I can see here some people are trying to sell this for $250. To be honest, it's a little bit much what they're asking for, but you need to do your search. I would highly recommend, if you can, buy things locally from your area, so that way you can stress test it and check it out. And buyer beware, because you are buying something secondhand. Like, we are looking at a total budget of $1,000, so we're going to be a little bit flexible in that we have to buy secondhand in order to get all these three things for $1,000. So you just got to be mindful of that. But you go through and you look at what people are selling. You got people selling the seat and the Logitech G29 for $650. And one of the biggest things that I'll mention, and I'll mention it very early in this video, is that this is their asking price. It's not the final price. So that's $650. I'd go in and say, look, I know that you're looking for $650. I currently just have a budget of about $500. Would you consider it? And then you just wait. Like, I'd much prefer for them to know what my final price is before I even go there. I hate wasting people's time. And you shouldn't waste their time by saying, hi, I want to come check it out, and it's $650, but you're planning on telling them $500 or less. So negotiate before, and then just literally go out there, stress test it, and pick it up. So you got to go through the channels, Facebook Marketplace, all of that, and then eventually you'll come across something that will stick. And you'll be like, okay, right, that's the one that I want, and that's the one that I'm gonna go for, and I'm gonna go for that. So as we look through, there's typing in keywords like simulator racing, racing simulator, simulator rig. They're the kind of things that you wanna type in, and boom, just got one. So over here we've got a racing simulator with a Logitech G29. It's in Renmark. It's $380. So for $380, you'll get the chair and the wheel, and we're well within our budget. And what you can do is, I mean, they're asking for 380, but you could go even as low as, hey, I'll give you 350 or I'll give you 340, because then you can put more budget towards getting a better PC, because that will pay off in the long term as well. Now, of course, we're not gonna have the most amazing PC ever at $1,000 for all three things. However, it's a good starting point. So that's how I go about it. So I look for particular deals, particular things that are on sale. And then I look at, if I'm looking to spend 500, I'm looking at people that are advertising at about 600, 650, and then haggling them down to 500. So you want to get the chair and the wheel, $500 max. That's the budget, because we don't want to spend any less than $500 on a PC. So over here in the Facebook Marketplace, there are options as well. So you've got this guy here selling a G29 for 200. I'd go straight in 150. I'll give you 150. I'll come today and I'll get it. And I probably would get it. So that's the kind of idea. That's the kind of mindset. We then move to gaming PC. So if we can get ourselves a chair and a G29 wheel for about $500, the next $500 is spent obviously on the PC. Provided that obviously you have already a screen or a TV. When I started out, I just plugged it into my TV with a HDMI cable. That's literally how I did it to get started. So I would look for things like this. I'd look for things at around 625, 600, and then I'd just haggle it down to 500. So that's what I'm looking for. You can obviously find things for about 400. You can find them for about, you can even find gaming PCs for 350, but you don't want to go too cheap on the PC. You really, really want to get yourself something pretty decent. Either someone that just builds PCs and they just want to sell, make a few dollars, or someone who's really, really looking to sell. And if we look over here, one of the big things about buying gaming PCs is don't be fooled by the flashy lights and the gimmicks and the box. The box, nobody cares about the box. All we care about is what's inside, and just do your research. If you jump on a couple of racing simulator forums, if you find something that you like, and just post the specs and just say, hey, would this work for the game that I'm looking to play? And people jump all over and they give you advice and they say, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. One of the big things is, again, don't buy from emotion. You're the buyer, you're in charge. But literally, this is how I would do it. And then after that, you got yourself a chair, you got yourself a wheel, you've got a PC that can handle it, and that you can actually, you can go out and do pretty much any game at a mediocre to fun level. And then from there, you can upgrade afterwards. If you like it and you have a good feel for this and you enjoying it, then you can upgrade. So for me, this is the video. I really hope that it was useful. I hope you got something out of it. If you liked my channel, hit that subscribe button. But this is how I would go today if I only had $1,000 and I wanted to buy a PC, a chair, and a wheel. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao.